Hello, Winds of Change students. I want to introduce myself. I'm Joe Barnhill, be your instructor here for the next 7 weeks, and excited to be working with all of you over this time period. I enjoy teaching this course. I've taught it on grounded over in Park. It was my first time teaching it online. So one of the things I want us to do in this course, because it is an online experience, is within our forum discussions. Obviously, we're going to discuss leading change. But I also want to have the opportunity for us to really share information with each other, because we learn from each other. And I want you to share about your RIP from today's headlines, articles, and also about your models as we go forward through the course. Just a little bit about the course. Make sure to go through and read the syllabus, understand the expectations. We do have 2 texts for the course. One of them is, of course, the Leading Change by Cotter. So make sure you have that one, because we're going to be reading about 2 chapters each week with that. And also the other one is the Business Analysis Techniques. So if you have those 2, you should be good to go. And a little bit about this course. When the former president of Baker University designed this program, she wanted to have a program that would kind of develop leaders and also take into consideration, doing the right thing, doing whether it's for the people, whether it's for our environment, everything else. And I think this course captures that so much. That with so much change going on today, you can read about it in the news articles, you can watch it on TV. Organizations have to constantly adjust. And kind of the gist of this course is if you're not adjusting, I like how they say in the book Leading Change, he makes a reference to Burt Lance, a guy out of the 1970s that was out of the Carter administration, that said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, we can't take that philosophy, because you're going to have to change, and all organizations have to change. I work full-time at Abilene University. It's a small private college like Baker University, and we have to adapt to change at the federal level. We have to adapt to change to the nature of our students. We have to adapt to the change of that college is getting more and more expensive, and how do we provide an affordable college education for them. And if we don't go out and address these items, we're going to be irrelevant anymore. So all organizations, whether it's a church, whether it's a corporation, nonprofit, leadership in government, it's the leadership that kind of has those soft people skills to recognize what's needed to be changed and kind of make the motivation for individuals, or create motivation that they're going to make the right changes. And there's no guarantees. Even when you're making decisions, especially in markets and the environment, it's hard to predict. But one of the things in this course is at least recognizing what's going on, how do we adapt, and using some business model techniques to think about, this is the situation, and help us analyze the situation, hopefully make some better choices, or more informed choices about what direction we should take. Okay. Some things about the course. The first week we really kind of ease into things. You're going to have your readings out of the chapters. You're going to do a RIP from today's headline, and in the second week you're going to have your first model, which I provided for you, the pestle analysis. So you can choose any organization. They'll go through all those items, and we'll discuss that next week. And what I will do is I will post these video lectures on a weekly basis. This is Friday. I may post these on a Friday for the coming week. It may be on a Saturday or a Sunday, but I always do that, have a video lecture to give you some insight for that week. And then, and I was also thinking about this coming week. I've been spending a lot of time listening to NPR. I do my daily commute to work every day. And they were talking to farmers in California, and think about the changes that they're trying to go through right now, and they're fighting over water, and who has senior rights and junior rights, and how we're going to provide food for our nation, and also maintain jobs out there in certain areas that maybe weren't originally wet areas or suitable for growing food. But we've already done this. Is this something we just kind of say we're going to let this go? And imagine if you were a city administrator and fighting for your city, you're going to want those water rights, because it creates jobs and creates opportunities. So it's looking at the big picture in this course and what's best for everything. So when you go through the Leading Change this week, you're reading about it, you kind of get the introduction from Cotter. He kind of looks at first all the errors that maybe firms have made. I think recently about some companies like Radio Shack that's going under bankruptcy. For many years they tried to go on a certain type of business model. Eventually, other things happen. People bought online, or the price, the point they put in the markets was too much for customers to want to buy it from there, and they no longer need that specialty park as the technology changed. So they were not able to adapt, and then they're a firm that's shutting down now. So also, in that second chapter with Cotter, he kind of goes in and discusses, that 8-step process, and that's what we'll read through the textbook too. But for this week, just get in that forum discussion. I do encourage you to jump in there early. I have Thursday as the latest day that you can jump in, but once you can jump in early, it really provides an opportunity for your peers to jump in and respond, and kind of give feedback to each other. Again, I said that the purpose of this online course is to learn from each other, and do so in a respectful way. And I mean like a substantial post. I'd say at least a paragraph. And I always like with my writing specialist, she has taught me that if you're developing any paragraph, as long as you use what's called the triple X, the EX, if you have an exposition, a topic sentence, if you have examples and you have explanation, you're writing a good paragraph. And to me, that's a good post. So things that just say, yes, I agree, we want to try to avoid. But I've also put ask the professor out there under the main page in Moodle. I hope everybody's adjusting the new Moodle, and I am too, but it's very similar to the older Moodle. But you can post that if you have a question. If you want to just send me a question individually via email, that's fine too. But I'll try to get back to that day or the following day at the latest. And I'll read your forum posts throughout the week and give you replies back to the post. But other than that, like I said, we ease into things the first week, but just stay active in the course and you'll be successful. But otherwise, I'm really looking forward to working with you all online, and you all have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.